Hey, watu wa Arsenal. Mko wapi? Where are you? This is Regina the nurse. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing and get going with me, Regina your nurse, where we learn. We have a lot of health talks here and there. So today I'm here. Don't look at the cup. I'm not a fan of the Arsenal, by the way. And it's okay. I don't hate the team. I'm not even a fan of the football. But yes, I'm having just tea on an Arsenal cup. Yes, here. So I thought of just talking about healthy living, healthy eating. Because at the end of the day, if you're not eating healthy, you're not going to be living healthy. And food is not about everything in our health, by the way. And so we are used to having like 3 meals in a day. That is breakfast, lunch, and evening, dinner or supper. And basically, what you eat is what is important. You can eat even 4 times in a day, 5 times in a day, but what you're eating is what is most important. We all know that components of a good diet is carbohydrates, proteins, starch, and vitamins. So, for example, if you just eat one component of that, then you're not eating healthy. Or if you miss to eat oftenly a component of that, then you're not eating healthy. And you're not eating healthy, then means you're going to have low immunity. And this, by having low immunity, you're exposed to diseases or conditions which come up, and so you will have to visit a doctor now and then. And to keep a doctor away is always keep eating healthy, keep living healthy, and in this way you're going to have a healthy life ahead of you. So basically, breakfast always can be prepared as a heavy breakfast or a light breakfast, depending on how your day is going to be. You can have a heavy breakfast because you know your day is going to be long. You're going to be out there in the field and you're not going to be able to get lunch somewhere. So you can start by eating a heavy breakfast. That is, you can take tea, you can have eggs, you can have some potatoes, you can have some gouache, just a balanced diet. You can even eat some meat because, yes, you're going to have a hard day or a difficult day out there. And it's no big deal. But others prefer to have just a light breakfast, like just tea, milk, or even water or some juice. It's okay. Depends on what you're going to eat after that in the day. So if you're like working class, you find yourself like during the day you don't have like lunch hour to go and eat. And so you have to carry a packed lunch, so that during your working time, you're able to set a few minutes to eat. Because having a whole day without eating, it gets yourself not functioning well, because your energy is going to go down. And when you have low energy, you're not going to perform as expected. So basically, if you're working during the day, it's good to carry some packed lunch on your way, so that you're going to eat when you have time to eat at your workplace. Others have that time to go and eat out, so it is good to go and just have a meal. Of course, lunch can be light because dinner is ahead, and you're going to have dinner when you're back at home. So yes, and preferably, eating is not the only thing about health in our lives. Exercising is very important. That is working out, having to be active so that you burn calories here and there, so that you keep fit here and there. So working out is also part of living healthy, and we need all that as a combination so that we are healthy at the end of the day. Another important issue on our health is taking plenty of water. And the doctor, or it is said, at least take 1.5 liters of water in a day. That is 8 glasses. And you can take beyond that, because water is life, and water is very, very essential in our system. You can stay without food like a long time, but you cannot stay without water for a long long time. So basically, it's good to carry some good water, clean water, safe water with you, or always buy water and take during your working hours so that you keep yourself rehydrated. And in this way, you're trying to keep healthy and living healthy like any other persons. So my Arsenal cup, kesho nitakunywa na ya Manu, msijali. Okay, so just talking about that, eating well and living healthy, and also getting checkups now and then at your doctor's clinic is very, very important, because sometimes you feel healthy, you feel you're fine, you're okay, but somehow when you're checked up, you're told, no, this is not okay, this is not fine, and you're like, what? I'm not feeling anything, I'm okay, I'm feeling okay. And yes, so it's good to go for medical checkup now and then. You can go like once in a year, twice in a year, or 3 times, depending on yourself, so that at least if there's anything that is coming up, you can know early and get treated early enough. A checkup can contain doing a blood test, x-rays, stool test, urine test, CT scan, abdominal scans, and all that, so that at least basically you rule out anything in your system is abnormal. And by this, I know you can always detect conditions or things that are coming up early enough and be able to prevent complication at the end of the day. As I talked about exercising, it's good to do exercises always. Sometimes people say like, I always work during the day, I'm walking to work, that is enough. But basically, it could not be enough, because you have to check your weight to know that you're doing well. If your BMI is high, then you know, no, I need to cut off some weight. Or basically, you've been adding weight so gradually, like you add in a month 2 kgs, 5 kgs, oh my god, then you should watch out, because maybe you're eating some junk food, you're eating some food that is not healthy, so you end up putting a lot of weight, and at the end of the day, a lot of weight is a risk, because obesity is a risk factor of many conditions like hypertension, diabetes. And when you're obesity or you have excess weight, then you're not going to be functioning in your normal duties, your daily routine like you should be, so as expected. So it's always good to check your weight, then you know that you're doing well or you're adding more than you should. And then this you can address by doing exercises, going to the gym, working out. And yes, basically it's not a must you go to the gym to work out. Myself, I work in the house, I do my workouts in the house, but I think I should go to the gym. No, after my clavicles are not showing up anymore, naenda gym. Na kitambi pia hapa, I have some fats I need to cut. I need to cut off here, or else nianze kucheza football nikwe. So yes, it's good to work out. If you can't afford the gym, you can do it in your house. Just keep some rope, do some workouts. You can use the programs in the television. Nowadays, there are some programs running in the morning, early in the morning or in the evening, about 30 minutes workout. You can do it as they do it. Then in that way, you are going to be exercising and burning out some calories. Again, the type of food that we are eating, as I said, don't put too much fat. Don't eat too much carbohydrates, because from the carbohydrates is where we get a lot of weight gaining. Watu wa viazi nyingi, machapati mingi. Yeah, I think myself, I do well with eating a small portion of ugali or rice with a bigger part or portion of veggies and meat and stew. And I think it works for me. For the longest time, I know it has always worked for me, apart from previously or recently when I got baby fat and all that, and I'm working out on that. So living healthy is your key and is your responsibility to make sure that you're living healthy. It is your responsibility to know that you are watching out what you're eating. It is your responsibility also to make sure that you don't gain weight like crazily. Yeah, there are sometimes you can't avoid gaining weight, like in pregnancy, because you have to grow, the baby has to grow, and you can gain up to 15-20 kgs in pregnancy. And sometimes you can't avoid it because it's maybe your genes, and you're not even eating like so much, but your body is growing and growing and growing. Sometimes I tell my clients or my antenatal mothers that don't worry, this fat can be worked out after delivery or after birth. As at now, let us concentrate on making sure the baby is fine and you are fine, and the pregnancy is carried on to term, so that we have a healthy baby, a healthy mother, and healthy life. Yes, so sometimes you can't avoid it, sometimes you can avoid it, and it's all about life. It's all about living a healthy life, and yes, appreciating life in so many ways. So guys, if you're here, if you're new, this is Regina, your nurse. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share, and always comment for me to know where I need to improve on. And yes, so another time.